Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it again. You found it, the last bastion of great talk radio, here with Tom and Steve.
You're right, Tom. It is the last bastion of great talk radio, because you said it.
It's the Local Show. Yeah, we champion local business and get people jazzed up about the backstories of a lot of the businesses that you probably go into. And you know what's right around the corner? Is
you're going to say like Christmas.
Yeah, well,
you always do that.
The holidays and the selling season, it's a very big, this fourth quarter is, you know, a lot of retail starts to happen. So we want to make sure that people know about local businesses all around town and get involved with that.
Fourth quarter starts October 1st, Tom. I know you can't do math.
I understand.
But it's the way it works. It's 12 months. You know, I understand that you're challenged like that.
Let's talk about something more important. I went to the men's room just before we came back on the air here, and I had got a new pair of underwear because, you know, I was running low. And
listeners, there's an advisory right now for small children and anybody with a stomach. Go ahead, Tom.
I said to the wife, you know, I like those Reeboks, and they're really comfortable. So I picked up a box of Reeboks, and I think there were 3 in there. And so I go to the men's room just now.
Is this a long story?
Yeah, yes, well, a little bit. I'll shorten it. So I go to the men's room, and you know, and I had to go to the bathroom. At our age, when you got to go, you got to go.
Okay,
so I go in there, and I'm trying to, you know, do my business, and there's no flap where the flap is supposed to be. Somehow I bought underwear that are completely solid. Yeah. And I was...
Do you know what they call us, Tom? There's a special name for it.
I don't know.
Women's underwear.
You may be right.
I'm just saying.
Well, it freaked me out, and I don't know.
Unless you went to Target. No, don't even start with me.
I don't know that you can see it on the YouTube channel, but now I have a big wet spot because I didn't know what to do.
All right. It's all downhill from here.
Yes, folks.
Hey, look, we have a guest. Why don't you introduce her, Tom?
Jennifer, how are you? Jennifer Covert.
I'm not sure how I am anymore.
Well, if you're going to shop for your husband, just make sure you get the ones that have a little flap.
Duly noted.
Yes. Okay. She's the executive director of North Area Meals on Wheels, and that's up in my neck of the woods there. And it's that area where there is no cell phone service.
Correct. That is every night I'm on the phone with somebody. Hold on. There's 30 seconds of deadness going over Church Street. I need one. And that's your fault. Did you guys kill the phone service?
It's not our fault, but I'm always defending it because everybody who comes in, they're like, your Wi-Fi is the worst. It's not us. I swear, if you go down the street, you're going to have the same problem. It's just the area. So I don't know if it's maybe the airport or I don't know what it is.
But there is a dead dropout zone right there.
Yep.
So you've been the executive director for how long over there at Meals on Wheels?
A little over 7 years now.
So that's a while.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah. And you've had some challenges because you had to go through COVID over there, right?
Yes. That was probably the most challenging part of any career I could imagine. But on the other hand, it really did make us a stronger organization, and some pretty good things came out of it. Yeah,
innovative.
Us.
You had to probably innovate and do things a little differently.
Yeah, we were flying by the seat of our pants for sure. We had to try a lot of different things. We figured it out. It was stressful, but we actually got more volunteers involved because people were out of work and they wanted to help out. And we got a lot more clients. A lot more people are needier during those times.
So tell us what exactly the organization does and what the mission is.
Well, our mission is to feed the homebound folks in our area. I mean, mostly seniors, but also the disabled or anybody who can't make their own meals, can't get out to get their own meals. Yep. We deliver nutritious meals and we provide that wellness check, make sure they're okay, because a lot of our folks are living alone and they don't have anybody. So we're that friendly face that shows up at the door, and not only are we feeding you, but we're saying, hey, how are you? And, you know, that really does a lot for your mental health. And then we do the nutritional health. So we're keeping you healthy in all aspects.
So, and you're not just delivering meals that are like K rations like in the military. Talk to us about nutrition and what these meals consist of.
Yeah, so there's a pretty big selection for the lunch. We have a lot of different sandwiches and salads. Everything is nutritious, but that doesn't mean it doesn't taste good. It's just anything that you would make for yourself. A lot of people like the tuna fish sandwiches and the chicken salad sandwiches, and then we have fresh fruits. And for the hot meal, there's a choice, which is awesome, because when I first started, you just got what you got.
Right.
And then after a couple of years, we did this choice menu where you could pick, do I want macaroni and cheese this day or do I want pizza? And then you could circle it so they have a little more say in what they're going to eat. But my favorites, when they're cooking my favorites, I'm always like, put a little bit aside, a little extra for me so I can.
So it must be good.
So if the staff and volunteers like the food, it's
absolutely,
good food.
yeah. We like to feed everyone. We don't discriminate. We feed the staff, we feed the volunteers, and we feed our people.
And it's for anyone who's experiencing being homebound, and you don't necessarily have to be a senior to partake, right?
Yeah, that's the interesting part. Most people think that just, it's for older people and you have to qualify, but really anybody could get Meals on Wheels. If you called tomorrow and you wanted it, you could pay privately and get Meals on Wheels. And it's very affordable, much less than if you were to go to the store and buy those items and make meals. But a lot of people qualify for different programs, subsidized programs, things like that. But yeah, I would say the majority of them are seniors. However, anyone can get them.
Are you still looking for volunteers?
Yeah, I think we're always looking for volunteers, but we're kind of blessed when it comes to the volunteer department. We have almost 300 volunteers.
Wow, just for North area.
Yeah, just for North area.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So people want to get in, and
they do. And once they're in, they don't want to go. They definitely don't, because it's fun, and especially the kitchen. We've got our scooper ladies, and they're like, "You're not going to take my spot. I'm going to scoop every day." They love it so much. So.
My mom's friend Donna, I know she volunteers, and
yeah, she came in. I remember because she knows some of our other volunteers, and they're just such a wonderful group of people. I'm humbled to be around them because they're there because they want to be, not because they have to be, which is just a totally different environment for me. Yeah. And it's just nice.
So what would be one simple way where people could, I don't know, donate their cans, for example, to help support Meals on Wheels? Is there anything like that? Anything that could explain that?
I do like the story because we started off doing a couple of these bottle drives every year, which a lot of people do. And and you can bring in a couple $1,000s probably a year. And then COVID hit. And nobody really, they weren't open to collect your returnables, but we were open every single day. So we put a big sign out saying, you can bring them here. And that turned into something a lot bigger. And then we decided we were just going to collect every day.
So these are not cans of food. They're like your empties. The empties.
Yeah, your recyclable bottles and cans. Sure. So I think that just a lot of people got used to bringing them to us. And now we have this, part of our building or back of our building where we collect every day. And last year we collected $25,000 worth of bottles and cans.
And this is people saying, I need to take those somewhere. Okay, I'll get $5 or $10. Why not support somebody that helps feed people locally and things, right? Man.
To me, it's the easiest way to give back. If you don't have the time, especially if you work and you don't have time, you really want to volunteer, but you can't. And how do I give back? And I don't really want to give a bunch of money. It's tough for some people. Bring in your bottles and cans. So they can
just, anytime they have it in the car, zip down Church Street.
Anytime, any day.
Don't talk on the phone when you're there because it won't work. But,
correct. Don't call anyone. But
So right north Syracuse, kind of that shot between Taft Road and Route 11.
Yeah, if you take Church.
You'll see us. Actually, but if you go 81, you can see our building too.
Absolutely.
On 81. But
it's tough to drop cans from 81.
You could throw them over, I bet.
And don't drive off at that point.
Definitely don't do that. No. But you'll see there's a big sign and there's like a huge receptacle in the back of the building.
And I know you're planning expansion, so that money goes towards that. And if you want to contribute, I know you guys are a not-for-profit and you're there to help people.
We are. We just want to feed more people. We want to serve more meals, and we need to expand to do that.
It's still NAMOW?
Yeah, NAMOW.
NAMOW.
North Area Meals on Wheels.
NAMOW.org. So North Area Meals on Wheels.
Correct.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Jennifer Covert right there, Executive Director of North Area Meals on Wheels. You have a great rest of the day.
You too.
Joe Bright coming up next, owner of Duncan Bright Furniture, right here on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.